Union at a moment when there are quite a number of things happening globally, but also on our continent. Our continent faces interesting challenges, but we also have wonderful solutions for some of the challenges. For instance, on the trade side, last year we signed an Africa Free Trade Agreement, and this is the year when we now need to implement it. So our chairship is going to revolve around making sure that it is implemented. So we will be crisscrossing the length and the breadth of the continent, urging countries to sign up to the implementation, because the free trade agreement is going to herald a new impetus of economic growth for our continent, and we would like all countries on the continent to capture the growth that is going to come from the implementation of the free trade agreement. The other important thing for us, of course, is the task of silencing the guns. The AU decided years ago that 2020 must be the year of silencing the guns. Now there are a number of conflicts that are still ongoing on the continent, and we are going to be working together with all countries to see how best we can bring peace to descend on many parts of our continent. From our perspective as South Africa, we want to put another key priority on the agenda of the continent, that is the empowerment of women and dealing with gender-based violence. We are going to be putting this matter forward, and we would like the continent to embrace it so that collectively we find ways of dealing with the empowerment of women, making sure that women come into the economic platform of every country, but also dealing with gender-based violence. So these are some of the key issues. There are quite a number of other priorities that we want to focus on. So it's a significant moment for South Africa, and luckily I'll be working with a number of wonderful colleagues from home, but also a number of heads of states on the continent. So we are delighted to have been given this opportunity to serve the people of our continent.
Mr. President, thank you so much for giving us this time. It's Michelle Fumete from AFP. This trip of yours comes at such a serendipitous moment during your milestone month of being in the presidency. You're approaching 2 years now of being in office. Can you give us your reflections on your progress over the last 2 years?
Yes, we're going to be talking about that at the State of the Nation. So in a few days, we will be addressing the nation and outlining what the State of the Nation is. And when we do so, we will be reflecting on the past few months and the past 2 years, but we will also be projecting into the future. We believe that we have laid a very good foundation and a basis for our country to move forward. So we will be calling on all South Africans to look forward so that we are not downbeaten by the moment that we are in. As South Africans, we've never felt defeated by anything. We were able to defeat the worst monster in the history of the world, apartheid, which was declared a crime against humanity. And so it's going to be a moment when we call upon everyone to rise so that we find solutions to all the challenges that we're facing. So if you are able to wait for a few days, we will be able to reflect on the past 2 years.
Mr. President, thank you for this opportunity. A viewer from ENCA. I just want to find out, Mr. President, do you think it's the right time for South Africa to be chairing the AU, given our own domestic headwinds? I mean, we have the worst monster currently, that is Eskom, to business, for example, as well as a number of other headwinds. Moody's is going to rate us, most likely going to be junk status next month. Do you think it's the right time for South Africa to be chairing AU or not focusing on domestic issues?
Well, when history beckons, when the future beckons, it never says, are you ready or not? You've got to be ready. We were asked by the continent to take on this task. We didn't put up our hand. The continent said, we'd like South Africa to chair the AU, and we took on the task. And admittedly, every challenge also presents an opportunity. So whilst we face challenges on the one side here at home, and whilst the continent also faces challenges, the flip side of those challenges are opportunities. And I believe that this is the moment for us to grasp the opportunities, to find solutions, working together and doing things together. And this is the time when you are challenged, that you really come into your own and show your real mettle. And this is the moment when all of us as South Africans must show what we are made of.
Thank you, Mr.
Last,
President.
Mr. President, can you just take the nation in confidence with that domestic challenge? SAA being one of the biggest ones. SAA, Mr. President, our job's going to be lost, seeing that the domestic flights have been cancelled. What's going to happen? What's the long-term plans for SAA?
The minister is going to be making a statement this afternoon about the recent announcement by the rescue practitioners. We are not in agreement with what the rescue practitioners have come up with, that domestic flights should be cancelled. And we want to find out what the rationale is, and we want to have a discussion with them, because SAA is not only a great symbol for the country, but it is also an economic enabler. It enables people to move around the country, and we would like SAA to remain a robust and successful airline. That is why we took the decision not to close SAA, but to ensure that SAA is revamped, is resuscitated, and it starts operating profitably. So the minister is going to be making a statement on this, in this regard, to find a better way forward.
Thank you very much.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Very well.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.